If you have Virgo rising, the combination of these two transits will be happening. It's going to start in your third house. You'll be reviewing in your fourth house and manifesting in your fifth house. So, starting on October 20th, 21st, you're looking at conversations that you might have been having that were very Scorpio in nature. So, they were either about some type of investigation, some kind of change. They also might have had something to do with your siblings or with your neighborhood or the things that you do on a day-to-day basis. So this could have to do with your daily routine, but something happened, something started on October 20th through the 21st, having to do with like a conversation that you had, having to do with one of those areas that really marked like something here needs to change. So although you might have seen that change, that doesn't necessarily mean that it was time to jump ahead and make it. There may have been some delays to actually implementing some kind of change. So that has to do with the fact that even though Mercury and Mars were conjunct, there was still a shadow period starting, which means I got to stop and think about things. That means I have to plan. That means I need to get as much information as I can before moving forward. So this is a time for planning. This is a time for research and, really getting my facts straight before I move forward. And this would explain the time from the 20th, the 21st, and whatever conversations were happening then up to November 9th, when Mercury will actually station retrograde. So on November 9th, Mercury will actually station retrograde in Sagittarius. Sagittarius for you is in the fourth house. So this is going to look like slowing down that has to do with my home. This could also look like relationships with family members, whatever family means for you today, right this minute. That could be roommates, that could be my kids, that could be my partner and my kids, my spouse and my kids, whatever. It's in your fourth house. So it's indicating this is where you're reflecting, is in my home. Whatever happened on the 20th, the 21st, now in my home, I am taking some time to really put all of that together. This could also have to do with like it started in my neighborhood, which is the third house. And now it's looking like I'm thinking about moving. So, fourth house can be my physical home as well as like the people, my family, like whoever my people are. This can be like your familial bonds, but this can also be like the four walls and the roof over your head, right? So, like your physical home. So this might be a time when you're thinking about moving or something having to do with real estate and some kind of changes that you're making there. So Mercury will travel retrograde from the 9th. And then on the 12th, Mercury meets Mars again. So on the 9th, we're feeling like, okay, it's time to take a minute. It's time to take a breath. Maybe I'm really tired and I'm taking the day off. I'm staying at home. But on the 12th, I'm feeling like I need to really move forward. I need to really get going. And yet it feels like I just keep hitting a wall. That is because of Mercury's going backwards, Mars is going forwards, and boom, on the 12th, they hit each other. So it's like I want to move forward, but I can't. Like I hit this wall. So maybe there are plans that you've made that are just not coming to fruition. Like outside circumstances have just said no. Or it can look like today I really want to rest and stay home. And something, Mars comes along and says, nope, kicks me out of bed and makes me go and do something. But there's this conflict between the two planets that's happening in your house, in your home, with your family. So it could have to do with family members. It's not an indicator of a catastrophe, especially all on its own. It's just saying you might have like around the 11th, the 12th, the 13th, around this time. It's like, I really want to go. I really want to stop. Like those two things are just in conflict with each other and they're happening in my home. So maybe there's people in my home who are like, they want something of me and I'm not able to be there. Maybe I said that I would, like, there's a roommate I need to give a ride to, or my child has a baseball game and I had intended to be there and something comes up and now that's in conflict. Like maybe I have spread myself too thin, I've overpromised, and now I need to make some choices and I just need to slow down. On November 29th, Mercury stations direct in Scorpio. So it's traveled through Sagittarius, past Mars, back into Scorpio, and it's stopping before moving forward. For you, Scorpio is in the third house. So this looks like it's time to address like issues having to do with your neighbors, having to do with your daily routine, something that comes up as you're going about your day, doing what you do on a day-to-day basis. This might have to do with some kind of conversation with siblings, or this could have to do with like communication in general, like documents, contracts, things like that, especially like a contract for a house or a contract for having to do with a house. So that could be like a lease, rental agreement, loans, anything having to do with like both communication and your home can often be like the paperwork associated with a home, any kind of home. Or this could be siblings coming to your home and the conversations that you're having with them. Maybe you're investing in something together or renting a place together. But Mercury going back to Scorpio is saying take a breath, take a minute before you start anything new, because the start something new is coming. But Mercury going back into Scorpio in your third house is indicating like there's something else I need to let go of before I have this talk, before I sign this contract, before I make this move, before I make this change to my daily routine, whatever it is. There's something I need to let go of that will allow this change to happen a lot easier. So just look for what that might be. On January 18th, Mercury will catch up to Mars in Capricorn. For you, this is in your fifth house. You're going from communication in the third house, siblings, neighbors, neighborhood, daily routine, to your fourth house, home. This is where I'm feeling conflict or feeling at odds or of two minds, or I'm feeling like shifts need to happen. Something is changing. Maybe this is the place where I need to take a rest before moving forward. But in the fifth house, as Mercury catches up with Mars, fifth house is all about creative projects. It's what I create. This can be about children. This can be about new activities with children or children that you have created that are showing up in January. This can also have to do with the children that you obviously that you already have that might be in your life and something new that you're starting with them. This can also be about a new romance entering your life or something that you're now ready for. Maybe there was a breakup in your life recently and now you feel ready, like you feel like you've let everything go and you can start like that like dating process. The fifth house isn't so much about marriage, it's about like the fun stuff, the dating, the getting to know each other, the romantic stuff, the flowers, the holding the doors, the butterflies, and all that good stuff. So if maybe you've let go of something in October, November, and now moving forward, you're like, I am ready to like have fun and date again. That could be what this is about. This can also have to do with like sports, or even this can have to do with gaming. I don't know much about gaming, but maybe that's something that's a part of your world and there's some kind of new beginning having to do with like a romantic partnership made through a game, or like a new console that's coming out that you want to get, or like a new game that you're downloading. If that's your thing, that's what this could be about. If it's not your thing, that's not what this is about. Doesn't mean you're suddenly going to pick up that interest, but look for like maybe there's some kind of game like sports. Maybe you're going to go to a sporting event. Maybe you're going to join like a local gym or a local sports team. Having this whole transit end in the house that is in charge of like fun and kids and joy and projects like that I actually like doing, not like projects that are put on me, but like things that I'm like, "Ooh, I'm so excited to get this done." Like that's a good place to end this because you're manifesting in the place where you already experience joy. So celebrate that because not everyone gets to do that, and have a good time with it.